Hi there, my name is Cupicate and welcome back to Life Gen. Today we're going to be delving back into Jolly Clan to follow Tinsel'kit, who is now Tinsel'kit, and I'm really excited to see what the game has in store for our suffix. I have high hopes, but I have a feeling that we're going to have to be changing it. Also, it looks like Tinsel'kit is not feeling all that well, so I wonder if this is a sign that some sort of sickness is coming to her. It is leaf fall. We're going into leaf bear, which is kind of when everybody starts to get sick. Oh my gosh, look at how cute we are. We're just snuggled up next to, who is that? We're snuggled up next to Applefall. That is so cute. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into the next moon where nothing interesting happened, which is always really weird to see because usually the screen is full of things. There was a ceremony. Hollyhock Star rests their muzzle on Sky Ember's head and declares them to be a full warrior of Jolly Clan, honoring their evenness. Applefall, no! So Applefall died of an infected wound. No, Applefall! And we were literally like snuggling up next to Applefall. Poor Tinsel'kit. And then for relationships, Tinsel'kit tells Gravelkit to count on them in a difficult situation. Wow! Oh my gosh, Tinsel'kit is like the best friend you could ever want to have. So now that it's the next moon, I say that Tinsel'kit would want to take a minute to go around and talk to some of the cats she cares about. Having seen Applefall pass away, that was hard. And so she's going to talk to her dad first, Cobalt Glare. Tinsel'kit, what do frogs do with their feet when they're not using them? They don't do anything with them, because if they were doing something with them, they'd be using them, silly. Oh my gosh. Is this like the cat version of dad jokes? Aw, so our dad's trying to cheer us up a little bit, which is really nice. He is a very playful cat. All right, let's talk to our mom. Watching Oakdawn play with the kits is like watching the most skilled hunter bring down a piece of prey, or watching a medicine cat heal a wound. Aww. Never once did you ever think anyone could make the act of playing look so skilled and graceful, but Oakdawn somehow does everything perfectly. Oakdawn's just a good mom. Oh my gosh, such a heartwarmingness today. So now let's take a moment to talk to our sibling, our sister Greenpaw. You know, I wish there was a new type of patrol. I know there's hunting, border, herb gathering, but wouldn't it be cool if we were able to explore the area outside of clan territories? Like, I would be so down to just wander. What if there was a territory that had so much more prey, or super cool healing herbs? I guess we won't know. That's a good point. The cats never really did venture outside of their territory. And then we have Coldpaw, our other sister. Tinsel'kit, morning. I saw that shrew you brought back. It was a good catch, but I find myself wondering about the other clans in this situation. I wonder if their prey is as nice as ours. Ooh, it looks like our sisters have been talking about this. Not enough to steal any, of course, but you know, it's interesting to think about. I hope that they're not thinking about leaving. Tinsel'kit finds a wounded cat near the Thunder Path. As Tinsel'kit inspects the cat, they find that they are already hunting with their ancestors. The patrol takes a moment to say a prayer for the cat and bury them. Aww, poor Tinsel'kit has had to deal with death a lot just so very recently. I wonder how this will affect her in the future. Your mentor proposes a swimming lesson in the nearby creek. The water looks cold and fast, but you understand the importance of learning. Let's proceed. Our mentor actually wants to do something with us today, so this is exciting. You dive into the creek and after some initial struggles, manage to swim. Your mentor cheers from the bank, happy with your progress. Wait, okay, so this is awesome because we've had some issues in the past episode where our mentor kind of didn't take this seriously and they weren't really giving us what we needed. Finally, it looks like they're taking an interest in us. This is good. All right, so this was kind of a surprise, like a big one. So I went ahead and advanced to the next moon. We are only 10 moons old at this time, and it looks like we have earned our place. The clan gathers encircling the Great Rock. Hollyhock Star's eyes are bright as they take their position on top of the stone. You advance towards your leader, the pride in your chest almost overwhelming. The touch of Hollyhock Star's muzzle against your head sends a shock through you. With great honor for your dedication, you are now known as Tinsel'kit. I cannot think of a worse name. So I had already pre-decided that if I did not like what the game determined, we were going to change our name to Tinsel'kit. And so I will be doing that. But what an honor that at 10 moons old, we were given the warrior status. So we must, despite our mentor actually just kind of like leaving us in the dust, little Tinselpaw, or we're going to say Tinseltoes now because I'm not sticking with that name. Tinseltoes somehow excelled, probably on her own a little bit, going out and exploring and doing things on her own. Not that her mentor never cared, but her mentor was very distant, and so I feel like this was something she earned. And then Cold Paw, our sister, has excelled at every task placed before them. Despite their young age, they are more than ready to be a warrior. They are given the name Cold Speckle, that's adorable, honoring their thoughtfulness. And then Oakdawn stepped on Tinseltoes' foot and pretended not to notice. Mom! Gosh, Mom, rude. And then Dreamlark challenged Tinseltoes to a spar with them. So I did happen to notice that we've got a few things changed. So we are a bit troublesome, which is a little concerning. But I think that that's our independence showing, is that we get ourselves into trouble and we can be troublesome because we want to do it ourselves. And then we're a master of aesthetics and dog whisperer. That's honestly so cool. Maybe Tinseltoes actually can get along with dogs, which I would see this particular cat being good at. Master of aesthetics. That one has got me. So how fun would it be if we went out and hunted with our sibling who also became a warrior? And apparently she's very wise and enjoys decorating, which is so great because this whole clan was based off of like Christmas and the holidays and decorating and like all of the bits and baubles that you put on your tree. And there we go. Cold Speckle does decorating. The rain seems a constant, unceasing beat, punctuating the steps of the hunting patrol as they march towards their hunting ground. But there's one less set of footsteps than there should be. Cold Speckle can't see Tinseltoes in the watery haze. Uh-oh. The patrol backtracks. Tinseltoes is found huddled under a bush. They lost the path and sight of their clanmates, but sensibly remained put. It's one more obstacle in a miserable day of hunting. They return with prey, but it's exhausting and barely worth the effort. Oof, we don't like the rain. Now for our own personal little mission. The medicine cat runs out of marigold and asks for your help to find some. It's a chance to help the clan and learn more about herbs. Despite your best efforts, you're unable to find any marigold. You've forgotten what it looks like. All of these plants look the same. Just another reason why we became a warrior and not a medicine cat. Now for the next moon, it is officially Leaf Bear. Thunderpath traffic threatens a nearby patrol. With a deep breath, you lead them to safety. Good for you, Tinseltoes! You stand your ground against a menacing fox. Your victorious yowl resonates through the forest, a testament to your bravery. Oh my gosh. We're brave, but we're also putting ourselves in some very dangerous situations. I can see why we got the troublesome trait just a little bit. Gravelkit, no! Gravelkit died of kitten cough, and just after we told them that they could count on us. Oh, my heart. Oh, poor Gravelkit. I bet that's gonna hit Tinseltoes really hard. Wow, we had a lot of stuff happen in the relations. Okay. Tinseltoes is frustrated after finishing a task that Shrub was supposed to do. Tinseltoes, Dreamlark, and Thicketpaw took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Okay. Dreamlark thinks Tinseltoes was nice to them today. So it looks like Dreamlark and Tinseltoes get along a lot. Hound Plume bestows wisdom onto Tinseltoes. And then Tinseltoes seems to be oblivious to Volkit glaring at them from across the camp. Volkit, why so angry? And then Shard Fleck finds a kitty pet named Pochito. That's really cute. Is it Pochito or Poquito? Who joins the clan. The kitty pet decides to keep their old name. I'm going to say Poquito because it is so cute. Oh, Poquito's actually really pretty. A young adult male with cyan eyes, the Sakoke coat. A confident warrior who's always busy. So now for our personal patrol, a queen asks you to watch over her kits while she hunts. It's a chance to share stories and keep the young ones entertained. You try to entertain the kits, but they prove more energetic than you expected. You end up losing them after you spent a moment with your back turned. The tired queen spends the rest of the afternoon looking for them and finds them playing in the leader's den. Oh no! We're not very good at babysitting, but to be fair, we're still very, very young and have so much to learn. And we've dedicated these last few moons to learning how to be a proper warrior, so we don't really know how to be a proper queen at all. Oh, wow. Look at Tinsel'kit and what a beautiful, beautiful cat she grew to be. So it is still Leaf Bear. She's officially 12 moons old, so a year old, an adult, and she's already arguing with our leader. You challenge a decision made by the clan leader, sparking a heated debate. And then for relationships, Tinsel'kit gives Thicket Paw some feathers from the bird they caught to line their nest. Aww! And then Claypaw asks Tinsel'kit about something complicated and is amazed at how quickly Tinsel'kit understands. High positive effect. Aw, I love Claypaw. That's really, really cute. And then Dovepaw skips around camp with a pep in their step and a new flowery accessory. Oh my gosh. It's interesting to me that Greenpaw is now an adult and yet she is still behind in her mentorship. I don't know if that means that Olive Pelt isn't doing a good job, or I'm sure Olive Pelt is doing just fine. I wonder if her sister is just having trouble. Maybe she took the wrong path. But I think it would be cool to have the three of them go on a patrol together with Olive Pelt, of course, and see how that goes. Oh, y'all, I'm so sorry. I usually always proceed unless there is a really, really high risk of losing our cat, our main character. But apparently we live in a place that has a wolf pack. They tracked something down where they heard howling in the distance, and then the patrol finds a wolf pack at the source of the noise. The wolves are busy eating from the carcass of a deer, and upon seeing the cats, prove to be fiercely protective of their meal. The patrol doesn't move fast enough, and Cold Speckle is killed before they can run. So our sister Cold Speckle has passed away. I imagine that Tinsel'kit is devastated. Possibly even blames Olive Pelt for leading the patrol that way. Maybe even herself, but now her sister is gone. But where one cat falls, another cat joins the clan. So Hollyhawkstar, leading a patrol, finds a kitty pet collapsed by the thunder path, wailing for their housefolk. Hollyhawkstar comforts them, asking why they were left there. The only explanation they have is that they are sick. Perhaps they were too much of a burden. So Hollyhawkstar offers them a place in Jolly Clan. So Grace Pelt has joined the clan. We can only hope that they survive whatever ails them so that they can remain a member of Jolly Clan. And so now we are on the 13th moon, a year and a month. You get scared by your own shadow during a night patrol, causing you to yowl loudly and jump into the air, much to your patrol's amusement. While the patrol is laughing away, I am sure that Tinsel'kit is suffering from a little bit of fear that wolves could be lurking around any corner. She saw her own sister die at the hands of wolves, and it's affected her, obviously. I mean, if she's jumping at her own shadow, she's clearly devastated and has this fear dwelling inside her chest. You volunteer to help the medicine cat sort herbs. The scent of the den is strong, but the knowledge gained is invaluable. And so now we're helping out the medicine cat. So it looks like Tinseltoes has even taken a step back from even wanting to patrol if she's offering to help with the medicine. During a gathering, you stand up for your clan against false accusation. Your heart beats strong and loud in your chest. So we're still strong in our beliefs. And so that's something that did not falter with the loss of our sister. You save a kit from a fox, your body shielding them from the predator. I feel like in a way we are watching like the stages of grief here. So at first, after losing her sister to such a devastating way, you know, we're not really comfortable with going on patrols. We're scared. We're jumping at our own shadow. And the next, you know, we kind of fall into like the denial of, you know, I can do anything. I don't have to be a warrior. I can help the medicine cat. There we go. And then in this one, we have anger. And so we're standing up for our clan in anger. And then lastly, there's some sort of acceptance of what happened and realizing that she did not want for a kit to fall prey to another predator the way that her sister did. And so Tinseltoes finds her strength once again in the way of saving a kit, the way she wished she could have saved her sister. So I literally feel like the game just gave us the stages of grief, which is amazing. I don't think it did that on purpose code-wise, but I love it when the game just kind of works out the way that we need it to for our story. Ah, perfect. Our other sister finally became a full-fledged warrior. Hollyhockstar rests their muzzle on Greenbeak's head and declares them to be a full warrior of Jolly Clan, honoring their amity. Shardfleck sits in the crowd, chest puffed out in pride as they watch Halepaw be named Haleshade, and honored for their dedication. They consider themselves lucky to have been able to train such an amazing young cat and look forward to seeing the warrior they become. Aww! Tinseltoes is developing a crush on Poquito. I didn't expect that. Sky Ember ensnares Tinseltoes with a charming smile. What is happening? Suddenly, Tinseltoes is like, probably in her effort to stop worrying about patrols, she's like paying more attention to other cats and then suddenly realizing like, oh, I might want to have a family one day. And that cat's kind of cute. And that cat's kind of cute. Crazy. Well, that is all the time I have for this episode, y'all. It has been a roller coaster of emotions in this one. Going from, oh, we're so happy in our clan, to losing our sister, to saving a kit, and to developing crushes on other cats. Interesting. So we'll have to keep an eye on that in the next episode, but I definitely wish that Cold Speckle didn't have to die. I think that was the hardest thing that I had to deal with in this episode. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure to tickle and poke that like button, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell to get notified of when I post more Life Gen videos or Clan Gen, because I will be bringing that back. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week for more of Tinseltoes. Bye!